Hey, what up, YouTube? It's me, Tall, and I have another airport update for you guys for Diecast City International Airport. Now, it has been a few months since I've done that, as I've been busy either with baseball or plane spotting, but I have acquired about 8 new models, I want to say, and I'll obviously let you guys know which ones are new. So yeah, let's get started. Up first, we have this United 737-900 who's taxiing and parking into its gate after a flight from Denver. Then we have this Emirates Airbus A380 who's taxiing onto the runway and he's going out to Dubai. Up next, we have this Air Canada or Jazz Aviation CRJ900 pushing back and heading out to Toronto. Following that, we have this Delta Airbus A330neo who just got in from Rome. Here's our first of 8 new aircraft. We have this Piper 28 who's heading out to Gaithersburg Airpark. Here's what I want to say, a Gulfstream 600 or 550 pushing back for a flight out to West Palm Beach. Then here's a Gulfstream 550 getting towed into a hangar. Then we have this Falcon taxiing for a flight out to Detroit. Then we have the Citation heading up to Teterboro. And then on the takeoff roll, we have this SAS A350-900 heading out to Copenhagen. Now moving on to our parked aircraft, we have the Southwest 737-700 heading up to LaGuardia. Then we have the Southwest 737 MAX 8 heading down to Cancun, followed by a United 737-700 heading out to O'Hare. Then we have this United 757-200 heading out to Dublin. Then we have this United 737 MAX 8 heading up to San Francisco. Here's 2 of actually I think 9 new models. This United 787-10 will be heading out to Geneva. Then we have this Avelo 737-800 heading up to New Haven, followed by an Iceland Air 737 MAX 8 heading out to Reykjavik. Then you have this Breeze Airways Embraer 195 heading down to Richmond. Then this JSX Embraer 145 heading down to Clarksburg, Virginia. Then you have this Frontier A320neo who will be heading down to Fort Lauderdale. Then an Allegiant A320 who's going to be heading down to Orlando. Here's our third and newest model, this Lufthansa 747-8 in the retro livery, who will be heading out to Frankfurt later tonight. Then you have this PSA CRJ 700 heading up to LaGuardia. Then I think it's an Endeavour Air Embraer 175 heading up to JFK. Then we have this Piedmont Embraer 145 heading down to Salisbury. Then we have a SkyWest United Embraer 175 heading up to Newark. Then we have this Delta Connection CRJ 700 heading down to Atlanta. Then in the next new model, this Air France 333 heading out to Paris. Then we have this American 737-800 in the One World livery heading down to Dallas. Then this American A319 heading down to Miami. Then an American A321neo heading out to Phoenix. The next new model is this Delta A319 who just got in from Minneapolis. Then you have this Spirit A320, which is another new model, and he'll be heading down to Fort Lauderdale. Then you have a Spirit A320neo getting ready for pushback, and he'll be heading down to Houston, followed by this JetBlue A321neo heading out to London. Then we have this Atlas Air 747 who's loading up on cargo for a flight out to Tel Aviv. Then this Cargolux 747-8F heading out to Dubai with a stop in Luxembourg. Then we have a Cessna Citation that's going to later this week head out to Reading. Then a Falcon heading up to Bangor, followed by another Falcon who's going to be heading down to Wilmington, North Carolina. Then we have this Global who will be later heading out to Lisbon. Then another Global heading out to Seattle. Then we have the Cessna Caravan who will be heading down to New Bern, Coastal Carolina Airport. Then we have these training aircraft. We have a Cessna, I think 412, and 2 PA-28s who aren't really going to go anywhere, just do touch and goes. Then we have this C-130 from the Royal Australian Air Force will just be parked there, as well as this A-10 and some F-35s that will be pictured. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share the video. Have a good day, and goodbye.